Welcome back to Feminine Guidance, where we look into the lives and mindsets of some of the most magnetic and captivating women in the world. Today, we will talk about someone who has captured the hearts of millions, not just because of her beauty or talent, but because of the way she carries herself and the way she moves through life with an unshakable sense of confidence and grace. She's someone who knows what she wants and isn't afraid to work for it. The one and only Jang Wonyoung. If you've ever seen Wonyoung on stage, in interviews, or even just walking down the street, you'll notice something immediately. She radiates a certain kind of energy. It's effortless, yet intentional. She's the kind of person who, no matter what she's doing, always looks like she's meant to be there. And that's not just luck or good genetics, that's mindset. A mindset that has been built over years of discipline, resilience, and a deep understanding of self-worth. Wonyoung's journey started when she was incredibly young. Born in 2004, she was scouted at just 12 years old and thrown into the world of K-pop, where competition is fierce and the standards are nearly impossible. But instead of crumbling under the pressure, she thrived. She understood something that most people take years to learn: the power of showing up every single day, no matter what. When she competed on the survival show Produce 48, she didn't just rely on her natural talent or striking visuals. She worked, she put in the hours, she practiced relentlessly, and she made sure that when the time came for the world to vote, she had done everything she could to earn that first place spot. And she did. At just 14 years old, she became the center of IZ*1, the youngest member of the group, yet one of the most powerful stage presences. That level of success at such a young age could easily overwhelm someone, but Wonyoung didn't let it consume her. Instead, she leaned into the pressure. She treated every performance, every public appearance, every moment as an opportunity to grow, and that's something that sets her apart. A lot of people assume that success is about talent, but talent will only take you so far. The real game changer is discipline. It's the ability to push through even when you don't feel like it. It's choosing long-term growth over short-term comfort, and Wonyoung has mastered that art. She once said, "Studying sucks, but failing sucks more." And that's not just about academics, that's a philosophy for life, because the truth is, anything worth having requires effort. Whether it's beauty, success, confidence, or happiness, none of it comes for free. People see Wonyoung and think, oh, she's naturally perfect. But what they don't see is the hours of training, the strict routines, the sacrifices she makes to maintain her level of excellence. She doesn't just wake up looking flawless. She puts in the work. She makes sure her diet is right, her skin is taken care of, her body is strong enough to handle intense performances. And it's not just about physical appearance. She's constantly learning, constantly refining her craft, constantly improving. And that's the thing about true confidence. It's not just about looking good. It's about knowing that you have control over your life. It's about keeping promises to yourself, because when you say you're going to do something and you actually follow through, you build trust in yourself. And that trust is what creates real, unshakable confidence. Wonyoung doesn't have to tell people she's confident. You can see it in the way she moves, the way she speaks, the way she commands attention without even trying. That kind of presence comes from years of showing up for herself, over and over again. But having that mindset also means setting boundaries, and Wonyoung is a master of that. In the K-pop industry, there's a lot of pressure to be endlessly accommodating to fans, to always be available, to always smile no matter what. And while she deeply appreciates her supporters, she also understands that not everyone deserves access to her. There was an incident where a fan overstepped their boundaries and made her feel unsafe, and instead of brushing it off, she took action. Some people criticized her for it, saying she should have been more forgiving because it was just a fan. But Wonyoung knew better. She knew that if she didn't take herself seriously, no one else would. And that's something that a lot of people, especially women, struggle with, feeling like they have to be nice at the expense of their own well-being. But Wonyoung doesn't play that game. She respects herself too much to allow anyone to make her uncomfortable or compromise her safety. She's also incredibly smart about the way she navigates her career. After IZ*1 disbanded, a lot of people wondered what would happen to her. Would she fade into the background like so many former idols? Would she struggle to stay relevant? Absolutely not. She returned to Starship Entertainment, debuted with IV, and instantly became the face of the group. She secured major brand deals, became an ambassador for luxury brands, and solidified herself as one of the most sought-after idols of her generation. And that wasn't by accident. She knew her worth. She didn't settle. She aligned herself with opportunities that elevated her. That's another key part of the Wonyoung mindset, being intentional with the way you present yourself. Everything she does is calculated, but not in a fake way. She simply understands the importance of self-image. She knows that the way you carry yourself affects the way people treat you. So she moves with grace, she speaks with confidence, she dresses in a way that reflects her brand. She doesn't dim her light to make other people comfortable, and that's why she stands out. But even with all this success, Wonyoung stays grounded. She doesn't let negativity get to her. She's faced criticism. She's had people try to tear her down, but she doesn't engage. She stays focused. She once said in an interview that she doesn't pay attention to online hate because it's just noise. And that's something we can all learn from. Because at the end of the day, people are always going to have opinions. They're always going to judge. But none of that matters if you know who you are. Wonyoung doesn't waste time trying to prove herself to people who don't matter. She lets her success speak for itself, and that's the biggest lesson of all. She doesn't wait for permission. She doesn't wait for validation, she just does it. She shows up, she puts in the work, and she gets results. And that's why she's not just an idol. She's an icon. The Wonyoung mindset is about knowing your worth, setting standards for yourself, and never settling for anything less than what you deserve. It's about having the discipline to pursue your goals, the confidence to take up space, and the wisdom to protect your peace. So if there's one thing to take away from this, it's that success isn't about luck. It's about mindset. It's about showing up for yourself every single day, even when no one's watching. It's about making decisions that align with your highest self. Wonyoung has mastered that. And if we apply even a fraction of her mindset to our own lives, there's no limit to what we can achieve. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed this and want more deep dives into the minds of the most captivating women in the world, make sure to subscribe and check out our next video. Stay confident, stay ambitious, and as always, stay hot. Bye.